What is up, everybody? Right now, I'm sitting here watching the kids because they're doing a project, arts and crafts and stuff like that. And they're sitting in front of the microwave. Why y'all in front of the microwave? I mean, the oven, actually.
So we could watch it, or just in case if the pieces fall off.
Yeah.
What?
Hey everyone, welcome to the Dream Cave.
Well, it seemed like you didn't make yours very well, because he's falling apart.
I like mine.
Alright, so, they're doing we bought some clay for them. They had got some clay to where that, you can bake it. So they make these characters and then we put it in the oven and bake them, and his keep falling apart. So apparently he didn't structure him very well. So the reason why I didn't become a truck driver sooner, about 11, 12 years ago, I was supposed to become a truck driver. I was going to go to CR England, believe it or not, but I decided not to because I just had a kid, my first boy, and I didn't want to leave him and be gone and on the road and just away from home at that time. So I sold cars. I was a car salesman for about 7 years, and I did some other stuff, all different kind of jobs in time and in between times before I made it to that point to where the truck driver school all this time later. Just a little heads up, if I can save people some time, if I had to do it all again, I don't know what I would do. I can't say what I would do if I was to go to truck driving school sooner and do this whole thing all over again. But fortunately, I didn't rack up a whole bunch of debt. I got some credit cards. I bought, 4, 5, 6 cars and all that, had car payments and all kind of stuff like that. But now, I would tell people who get into the trucking business, especially if you're young, don't go out buying all these cars and all this stuff. I know you want to, get yourself in something nice and do nice things for yourself and like that. But if you can afford it, go ahead, by every means, do so. But just if that would make you happy, you could do that for yourself. I don't see nothing wrong with that. But I would suggest or recommend that, you kind of stay away from debt and stuff like that. So if you're young, real young, get yourself a credit card to start building some credit. Don't go overboard with the credit cards, but I will recommend getting a credit card like a Capital One. I would for sure call Capital One or get online, get you a little credit card and use that to buy your food and stuff like that. And pay it back at the end of the month. Make sure you pay it back in full at the end of the month, and that would definitely start getting your credit bill. If you don't have any credit at all, that's a good way to get started. A little bit off topic, but I just wanted to throw that out there that I didn't get real big on credit cards neither. I may have had like 5,000 or 6,000 or something like that, but I now got that under control, and I've been had it under control before I started truck driving. But that's why the gurus be telling people like, oh yeah, right out of school or right out of training, you ain't even have 2 years experience yet, and they want to say, oh, you be needing to make all this money because they got $60,000 in debt every year that they need to cover. That's why they be needing to make 200,000, off the rip. The difference between somebody that make $100,000 a year and they have $70,000 in debt, then it's no difference if you make, $50,000 a year and you only owe $15,000 a year in bills and all that other stuff. So it just all depends. Some people be on here needing to make all this different type of money, all this money, because they got to pay. They got to cover that big $60,000 a year debt that they have every single year. I recommend that, if you're not in debt right now and you're going into trucking fresh, you're in a very good position to succeed, because you don't have all the outside expenses you have to cover that don't even involve trucking. If you got kids and stuff like that, people you got to take care of, then it's going to be tough on you if you're just getting started out here. But I've been familiar with trucking. My uncle truck drove for 20 years. Now he do, port stuff or whatever. He works down at the port. He's a longshoreman now. But back when I was a kid, my uncle was the only one that had a real job, He was a truck driver for, at that time, maybe 15 years or so. Surprisingly, I have 5 cousins, all boys, and none of them, drive trucks. None of them followed that path. He was the person that I went to and asked him about the business when I decided that I was going to start or go back again. He said, you know, it's good. You know, people do good. And when I came back around, instead that I was going to start trucking again, CR Angling, they popped up again, and I called them, and they still had my old application on file from when I originally decided that I was going to go to trucking. So that's another thing too. Do your research, but if you do too much research where you got 10, 11, 12 different companies that you might consider going to in trucking, what that's probably going to do is help you procrastinate a little bit, because it's going to create that I don't know where I want to go, I don't know where to start, because you're looking at all these different companies. I would say this, when I did decide to go to truck driving school and CR Angling popped up and I talked to him on the phone, the second time around I just went ahead and did it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do a lot of research. I really didn't. You know, I didn't really call all these different companies. I called them up. They said they were going to put me on the bus, this and that. I can come on out there instead of procrastinating any further. You know what I'm saying? I went full steam ahead and came out where I'm at right now. So a lot of research can really, you know, fog your decisions, you know, because like you can be like, I'm about to go trucking, I'm about to do trucking, and you got 10 companies, 11 companies. They all want you. They all want you to come drive for them, but you know, you don't know which one to pick. So you be like, you know, I'll hold off, I'll do this and I'll do that. And then you end up just procrastinating. So that's what can end up happening too as well. But I came down from North Georgia with a load to Orlando. So I do got to get up early. That load is due at 1 o'clock. And I'm about 5 hours away from Orlando, and I got to get the load there by 1 p.m. So that means I came home yesterday, which was Friday, home today. And you know, if I get up early, I can make it down to Orlando by 12 or 1 p.m., deliver that load, come right back, and I'll be back home Sunday, you know. So that's what I'm probably gonna try to do, and then I'll pick up another load on Monday and roll out from there. But that's definitely the move that I'm gonna try to make, as far as, you know, this load that I got to deliver that I have on my back right now for tomorrow delivery. So we're gonna see how that goes, and that just brings you guys up to speed on where I'm at in the week. So I do have a load. I got to get it delivered tomorrow, and I'm just here at the house, man, chilling, and I want to kind of just bring this to you guys. Since I got a little bit of time, I thought I'd drop another video for you guys. And what one would be better to, you know, to let you guys know, you know, why I didn't start trucking sooner. Because if I could, I would have been trucking, you know, 20s. In my early 20s, I'd have been already in the game, you know. But, you know, I'm here now, and we're going to keep it moving, keep progressing. So thank you guys as always for watching my videos. Like, comment, subscribe, keep it positive. Until next time, we're going to see you in the next video.